A local realtor is committing to giving a portion of her commissions on new sales to Richmond County schools. PD Electric makes a major donation to Richmond Community College, and local cheerleading teams have placed on the state level. And also, how about Richmond County native Dannell Ellerbe winning his second Super Bowl ring last night in the Philadelphia Eagles' 41-33 victory over the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 52. All that plus your weekend accident report and more on tonight's edition of Live at 5. Richmond County's nightly news and your Monday edition starts right now. Good evening and welcome to your Monday edition of Live at 5. I'm Lance Jenkins. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Simply Chic Boutique. Simply Chic Boutique is one of the finest clothing stores in the Sand Hills region, and people from all over, including Moore and Scotland counties, are coming to Simply Chic in downtown Rockingham. From clothing to accessories, home decor, children's clothing, and more, visit Simply Chic Boutique on Washington Street in downtown Rockingham, or visit them on Facebook. My wife, Sarah Beth, loves Simply Chic. I'm sure your wife does too. Valentine's Day is coming up as well. So, Simply Chic Boutique, downtown Rockingham, place to be. Let's get right to it now for tonight's top story. Last week, Crystal Long, 32, of Remax Southern Realty in downtown Rockingham, posted a video to Facebook when she mustered up the courage to share some big news. She is pledging to contribute a portion of her commission from property sales in 2018 to classrooms throughout Richmond County schools. Clients who buy or sell a house with Long will get the opportunity to designate a classroom of their choosing for the funds to be used. The teacher then gets to use the money at his or her discretion for the classroom, and as a former second grade teacher at Monroe Avenue in Hamlet, Long is all too familiar with the struggles and needs of the classroom teacher. She said in an interview with the Richmond Observer's contributor Crystal Mack, quote, "I remember taking money out of my own pocket, not because I wasn't getting enough, but because I always wanted to do more," end quote. Long is hoping others and other businesses will follow her lead. Long plans to meet with Dr. Cindy Goodman, superintendent for Richmond County Schools, next week to iron out the details and set everything in motion. Long already has the first donation in the works and will hopefully be reaching out to a classroom really soon. For the full story, visit richmondobserver.com or read it on the RO app. Dannell Ellerbe, a Richmond County native, has now won his second Super Bowl ring. Last night, his Philadelphia Eagles won the city's first ever Super Bowl, and Ellerbe in turn brings home his second ring. In case you missed it, you can read the story and interview he had with Richmond Observer managing editor Kyle Pillar on Friday at richmondobserver.com and on the Richmond Observer app for iPhone and Android devices. And we have reached out to Dannell today and hope to have him on the show live at 5 later this week. Hopefully have him on the RO Sports Show as well. A big congratulations to Dannell Ellerbe, Richmond County native, a two-time Super Bowl champion. It was a successful weekend for Richmond County Middle School cheerleaders as two different squads placed in the North Carolina Cheerleading Coaches Association 2018 State Championship. Ellerbe and Rockingham Middle Schools made the trip to Apex Friendship High School and competed in the middle and junior high school non-tumbling bracket. The Lady Rockets, who opened the day's competition at 10 a.m., went on to place first out of 6 non-tumble schools. The Lady Wildcats, who had never competed or placed in the state championship prior to Saturday, finished the day by placing in 4th. Big congratulations to the local teams, both Rockingham and Ellerbe Middle, on placing and shining for Richmond County. Big congratulations to them. Emergency responders answered a call Friday night at 7:58 p.m. to a two-vehicle accident at the entrance of the Walmart shopping complex in Rockingham. The accident occurred at the intersection right in front of Murphy gas station. The vehicles involved were a white compact sedan and a black pickup truck. A spokesman at the scene indicated that the pickup entered the intersection and was struck by the sedan. 2 people in the sedan were transported to the hospital. Both have non-life-threatening injuries. On Sunday afternoon at 1:52 p.m., the Rockingham Police Department didn't have to travel far to the scene of another two-vehicle accident. The accident occurred just up the street from Rockingham Police Department Station as a Jeep entered Franklin Street in downtown Rockingham from Hancock Street and struck a Hummer 4x4 SUV. No one in either vehicle had any reported injuries, and the accident is being investigated by the Rockingham Police Department. That, of course, is big news. And I'll tell you, the reality is, folks, you got to stay safe out there. Accidents are happening all the time. You never know when it'll happen to you. Be as safe as you can be while driving on the road. And of course, when we come back, we'll talk about PD Electric making a major donation to Richmond Community College. We're also going to be talking about lawnmower racing in Ellerbe. Man, I'm tell you something, I'd love to get out there and try that myself, but I'm certainly going to check it out this upcoming March. And we'll be talking about more, all that and more, coming up right after these messages. Stay with us. You're watching Live at 5 on Facebook, the YouTube channel, richmondobserver.com, or you're listening live on the Classic Rock. Family Pharmacy is a local pharmacy that's been in business in Rockingham for over 10 years. Located in the Food Lion Shopping Center on US 1 North, we have easy access into the store and a drive-thru for your convenience as well. You can download the official Family Pharmacy app at myfamilypharmacy.com, and we'll help you set it up to text you when your prescription is ready, and you can even set it up to fill your prescriptions when due. Our motto is we'll treat you like family, and it's something we truly mean. We take the same care in filling your prescription that we would take for our own family. Family Pharmacy, we'll treat you like family. Exit Realty Platinum in Rockingham has listed one of the most beautiful homes in Richmond County. Located in Rockingham on Ledbetter Lake, the home features 4 bedrooms with bamboo floors and a kitchen featuring stainless steel appliances and granite countertops, and a master bedroom that overlooks Ledbetter Lake, along with a spacious tile shower and the attached master bathroom. The open living space leads to the back deck with a perfect view of Ledbetter Lake, and the property features its own boat dock. Want to see this beautiful home? Call Nicole Hayden with Exit Realty Platinum, your source for homes in Richmond and Moore counties.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
Hi, I'm Lance Jenkins, and welcome to your nightly news.
That ain't gonna work.
Oh.
You need to loosen up some. This is good more
Okay.
at Sandhills.
All right.
So more relaxed, it's local, it's edgy, anything goes. So that what you just did,
No?
not gonna fly.
Okay. This better?
So much better.
And welcome back to Live at 5. PD Electric has partnered with Richmond Community College to ensure that Richmond Community College relay and substation technician students have modern equipment to aid in their education and training. Brian Terry, Program Director for the Power Station Curriculum at Richmond CC, and Mark Ryan, Instructor, expressed their gratitude and excitement about the donation of a Cooper relay grid shelf that, in its day, was a $40,000 piece of equipment. The current market value of the item is still a hefty $10,000, so there's certainly good reason for Richmond CC to be appreciative for the generosity of PD Electric. When talking about the program, Terry noted, quote, "We are one of only 2 schools in the country, the other one in Florida, that offers this program. We can really use this type of equipment as an example of some of the different pieces of technology that are out there," end quote. For the full story on this generous donation from PD Electric to Richmond CC and how it will benefit that program, visit richmondobserver.com, and you can read it on the official Richmond Observer iPhone and Android app. It won't be long before the thrill and excitement of lawnmower racing once again returns to Ellerbe Lions Club Raceway. Saturday, March 10th marks the beginning of this year's racing season. What continues to draw people to the local lawnmower races, of course, according to Joey Bostic, 10-year veteran of the Ellerbe Lions Club and current vice president, says that folks enjoy the lawnmower races so much because there's something different and they provide an afternoon of family fun. The Ellerby Lions Club Raceway is located at 306 Millstone Road. Races are always on Saturdays and usually begin at 6 p.m. There is a $5 fee for spectators, but admission is free of charge for children 6 and under. Races take place once a month from March to November, and a complete racing schedule will be available soon. For more information on the Ellerby Lions Club Raceway activities, you can visit its Facebook page, and for the full story on how they'll be raising money in March to help support those suffering from juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, you can read Rita Tim's story today on richmondobserver.com. Folks, stay with us. When we come back, a recap of Raider varsity boys and girls basketball from Friday night's games against Lumberton and your 5-day forecast, all that and more coming up right after this. And want to let everyone know that coming up shortly, we will ramp up our election season coverage. That's right, the primary elections are coming up in May, and we will be talking about both the Republican and the Democratic side as times progress. Full coverage of that will also be available on, you guessed it, richmondobserver.com and the free-to-download Richmond Observer app for iPhone and Android devices. Stay with us. All that and more coming up right after these messages.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. From business to education, engineering, utilities, healthcare, criminal justice, information technology, and human services. At Richmond Community College, we can save you thousands of dollars on tuition through our university transfer programs that provide a seamless transition to universities and colleges throughout North Carolina. At Richmond Community College, we are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 5 curriculum programs entirely online. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
With hospice, you guys just outdo yourselves every day. And I really appreciate it. I honest to God don't know what I would do if it weren't for you. The things that you do, I'm in approval of. And thank you. I don't know what else to say other than thank you.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Now for tonight's top sports stories. Friday's road game at Sandhills Athletic Conference foe Lumberton High School may have felt like deja vu for the Richmond Senior High School Lady Raiders basketball team, but not necessarily in a good way. Playing the Lady Pirates for the second time in 3 days, Richmond got off to another slow start that ultimately resulted in suffering its 5th consecutive loss. Lumberton topped the Lady Raiders 50-35. In Wednesday's game, Lumberton had held the Lady Raiders scoreless in the first quarter, jumping out to a 16-0 lead. And Friday was unfortunately much of the same for Richmond, now 5-12 on the season and 3-9 in conference play, as it followed a similar script, this time falling behind 18-0 in the opening 6:51 before freshman Jakira Covington put a stop to the thrashing with a putback bucket on an offensive rebound. In the loss, Lexiana Ingram netted a team-high 7 points, Alexis Sweeney added 6, while 5 other Raiders tallied for the remaining points. With just 2 regular season games still on the schedule before the start of the SAC tournament, Richmond will travel to 71st High School tomorrow night before hosting Scotland at home this Friday. The Richmond Senior High School all over the place there. The Richmond Senior High School Raiders varsity boys basketball team was looking to avenge a sour 71-62 overtime loss from Wednesday on the road Friday against Sandhills Athletic Conference opponent Lumberton High School. It was the second time they played the same team in 3 days, but the opportunity really on Friday night never came to fruition to avenge that loss as the Raiders fell to the Pirates for the second time in 3 days, this time not needing overtime, but by a much closer final score of 60-56. In the loss, Xavier Pettigrew led all Richmond scorers with 12 points, while Malik Flowers and Roderick Newton added 11 each. Richmond will travel to 71st tomorrow night and end with rivalry night at home this Friday against Scotland. Scotland is 13-6 on the season overall and 7-4 in conference play. Tip-off scheduled for 7:30 this Friday. And that's a wrap for your news and your sports. Kelsey's going to let you know what your 5-day forecast is. Kelsey, what do folks have to look forward to in the next 5 days for the weather forecast?
Well, Lance, we got some rain coming up for the next 5 days, which is brought to you by Richmond Community College. And, of course, Tuesday we'll have a 10% chance of rain with a high of 63 and a low of 44. And Wednesday's actually going to be one of those really rainy days with a 9% chance of rain with a high of 66 and a low of 38. So be prepared to get wet if you're planning on going outside. Don't do what Russell did yesterday and not wear a hat or a jacket or anything because he got wet. And then Thursday we'll have a 0% chance of rain with a high of 54 and a low of 30. And of course Friday, 10% chance of rain with a high of 58 and a low of 43. So it won't be too bad Friday. So you got anything planned that day, you should be good. And then Saturday, last but not least, with a 70% chance of rain. So if you got something planned for that day, you might be a little out of luck, but you can always move it indoors if you need to, with a high of 61 and a low of 52. And, of course, going back to Lance at the desk, just close up the show.
Thank you, Kelsey. And that is a wrap for your Monday edition of Live at 5. A lot going on in Richmond County. It's always the case. That's why we have a nightly news program, because we want to cover everything going on in your hometown. Richmond County, we appreciate you listening tonight. If you're listening on the Facebook page or watching on the Facebook page, if you're watching on YouTube, the Richmond Observer app, richmondobserver.com, we appreciate you tuning in. And we also appreciate you listeners on the Classic Rock tonight. Maybe you're on your way home. You can listen to us every night, 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Classic Rock, and watch again on Facebook, YouTube, richmondobserver.com, and that app, the Richmond Observer app, that's free to download for both iPhone and Android devices. We'll do it all over again tomorrow night, and we look forward to seeing you and bringing you, Richmond County and Sandhills, your nightly news. God bless, and so long.